Hello and thank you for joining ContentoNowTV, the show that hosts authors from all over the world, and then we're learning a bit about their publishing process just for you. And we're so happy to host with us here Belinda from Melbourne, Australia. Hello, Belinda.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Belinda?
I'm good, thank you. Good morning to you.
Good day to you. Experiencing Grace, your international new book. If you would choose one highlight moment from your life, the story of success, what story would it be?
I think it will be the humbling of my work and then be able to share with others so that they will enjoy with me the journey that I have learned.
One specific moment from your journey, the highlight one, what would it be?
My disease, the genetic disease that they turn around of it, from no cure to completely not having the disease.
What kind of disease is it? What are you suffering from?
I was diagnosed with polycystic kidneys. And I was told I only have 10 to 15 years of lifespan without kidney transplant. But through dreams that I had that prompted me to see doctors from a different perspective. And that helped me and led me to completely cure.
What was the moment, the understanding that you're going to cure yourself, you're not going to, by any chance, to let go?
Actually, I already let go. But then it was dreams that I keep having 5 times, the same dreams that I do not have the disease. And that's why it prompted me to see a doctor again, and then from the doctor it actually led me to see another specialist rather than kidney specialist, to see a urologist, and then that urologist actually told me that I may have misdiagnosed from polycystic kidneys, and that's where he fixed the problems for me.
Take me to the dream, please. The colors, the sense. What did you feel then?
Yeah, when I was like just look in my dream, I was just looking at myself wearing black blouse, and I was slim because when I had polycystic kidneys, I was really big. My tummy, it looks like I'm 5 months pregnant. But from the dream, I was like looking really slim, and I had a thought in myself that I did not have that polycystic kidneys. And it was the same dream that kept repeating 5 times. Yeah. So it was amazing. That's the turning point.
And regarding this turning point, while you experiencing grace and living grace, one of the most powerful moments was, and you talk about pregnancy, your child.
Yes.
A unique moment with your child, please.
Yeah. I wasn't, because of the disease, I couldn't get pregnant supposedly, but it was so easy to get pregnant, and it was a real surprise and joy for me and my husband. And then, but then I encountered a lot of doctors who are very negative, and they asked me whether I want to have abortion. Of course, I'm not going to have abortion. And they didn't think that he's going to make it to 3 months and 5 months and 7 months. But then my son continued to grow, and then he eventually grew to 7.5 months, and that's where I have him. And it was wonderful. And I didn't have any complication at all.
And you took with your wonderful family a very, very, let's say, unexpected decision regarding homeschooling. And it's also part of experiencing grace. Why?
Because for us, we didn't expect to homeschool him, but because of his unique differences, that we actually ended up be able to homeschool him. And I'm really lucky in a sense that I'm blessed in a sense that I'm able to homeschool him and not worrying about finance, because I had to give up my job to homeschool him. And then through the homeschooling, I learned a lot, and of course I have challenges as well, but that led me to walk closer with God, and at every low point, God is always there to guide me and show me the way. And because there are times that I just don't know what to do, but He's always there, and that was really, really amazing for me. Yeah. So those are the biggest grace that I have ever experienced in my most desperate time.
You're talking about desperate times, and you said about uniqueness and differences. Could you please be a bit more specific and share with us one moment, one story with your child?
Okay. My son was diagnosed with autism. So he has very difficulty to communicate. So at one point I was teaching him, and then there were times that he mastered the language. He was able to talk and write, even at very young age. But then out of the blue, he completely forgotten what he has learned. And that was such a big struggle, because things that we put in so much effort and hard work to, so happy that he has gained it, but then he lost it completely. That was really a very devastating moment for me. And then from there on, I had to start to think about what went wrong. And then I started framing him. And then it shows that he actually has seizure. And when he was in that moment, he completely can't function like a normal person. But although he looks normal and everything looks normal, but he just can't communicate like what he would normally do. So that was an eye-opening for me. And I just thank God that I was able to spend a very close time and have the time with him that allowed me to discover all these things, and then from there be able to help him through that.
Belinda, you're open yourself for Skype lectures and for meeting parents all over the world that would like, with your help, to feel also these moments of truth and experiencing grace. If you would like to give one unique message from your international book for parents all over the world, what message would it be?
In every situation where you're faced with difficulties, not just with your child, with your own disappointment that you have to go through, because it's devastating to see a child that you love so much and then regress, and even at the point that unable to recognize you. Always cling on to God's words and pray for the child, and always work on 3 areas: body, mind, and soul. Because although for autism it may only be, people may think it's only for a genetic problem or actually a body problems or a health issue, but from what I experienced, they are actually all 3. So have to handle all 3 in order for the child to be able to progress.
Belinda, our last question, please. If there is one secret about you as an international author, or as a person, or as a ma'am, that you can reveal here in this show, something that no one knows about you.
I think There's a lot of mistakes that I make in homeschooling. And it's because in our homeschool environment, nobody knows. But not worry about but continue to progress and continue to improve. And always cling on to God's wisdom, God's knowledge and understanding. Through it, be able to help your child. Because God will give you words. God will give you all the guidance that you need. So from any problems that you face yourself, just ask God. Just send out the message, which I think I never mentioned it, is every disappointment or frustrations I have, I always feel like as an arrow shooting out to heaven, and then just ask God for the answer and help and all that. And that, yeah. And then when the answer came, it's just so amazing. And then you be able to just move on and strengthen and continue to move on as what seems difficult in front, but as it get over, it's empowerment.
Belinda Theo, Melbourne, Australia, experiencing grace. I want to thank you so much for joining us here at ContentoNowTV. Thank you so much. And this arrow that you are sending up there will be helping, with your help, to send to all over the world with the parents that want to ask any question regarding you. Thank you so much, Belinda Theo, for joining us here. Thank you.
Thank you so much as well for having me.
Thank you very much. And if you have any question regarding the story that you just heard, please don't hesitate. Send us the question in our website, over the Facebook of Contento Now, etc. We'll send it directly to Belinda Theo, and she will be able to answer you. And if you have any question regarding your story that should be published and trying to find your highlight moment of your life, please send us the question. We'll be more than happy to be in touch and contact you. Thank you for joining Contento Now TV.